So guys, as per requested, this week we'll be talking about the McLaren 720S. So the 720S is McLaren's newest flagship supercar. It is rivals to the Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4 and the Ferrari 488 Gang Takut Bini. And before we begin, just out of curiosity, which one would you have? The McLaren 720S, the Lamborghini Huracan, or the 488 GTB? Now let's start with one of its wow factors, which is how it looks. McLaren has gone for a futuristic and modern look, and as a result, the McLaren 720S looks slick and elegant. And this is thanks to all the very well designed lines and creases on the car, and also because they successfully hid away all the air vents. As an example, usually on a mid-engine supercar, there would be an air vent behind the door to feed air into the engine to cool the engine down. However, on the McLaren 720S, there isn't one. This is because, cleverly, instead of channeling the air around the door and into the air vent, McLaren has designed it to channel air through the door and into the vent. To complement the elegant and slick look of the McLaren 720S, it also features butterfly doors, like a supercar should. Now, because McLaren engineers are such nerds and geeks, all the lines, all the creases, and all the air vents serves a function and a purpose. That function is to aid the car's aerodynamics. All of this aerodynamics is very necessary.
Here we go. Oh my god! Oh my god!
To cope with the car's main wow factor, its performance. Now, before we talk about the car's performance, let's talk a bit about where this performance comes from. So it comes from a 4-litre twin turbocharged V8 that drives two of its rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. And as a result of exchanging two cylinders for two turbochargers, the McLaren 720S produces 110 more horsepower than the Lamborghini Huracan at a whopping 720 horsepower and 770 Newton meters of torque. So McLaren has done a good job of being on par with its rivals for the supercar wow factor. The McLaren 720S tramples its rivals performance-wise. 0 to 100, the McLaren 720S can do in 2.8 seconds and can complete the quarter mile in just 9.8 seconds. To put that into perspective, the Lamborghini Huracan's bigger brother, the Lamborghini Aventador S, though powered by a V12 that produces 740 horsepower, can also do 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds and can complete the quarter mile in 10.9 seconds. A second slower than a car that has 2/3 of its engine cylinders. In car terms, that's about a year. Now I can't begin to explain why the car is so fast. All I know is it's fast, a bit too fast. In fact, so fast that it needs its rear wing to help aid in its braking. Although the exterior and the performance is all very exciting, exciting isn't a word that I would use to describe the interior of the car. I'm not saying it's ugly or anything. It's just very simple and minimalistic, if you like. Everything's there and very easily navigated. Though I do like the usage of Alcantara and leather to boost the car's elegance. One thing that is cool about the interior of the McLaren 720S is how the speedometer does this when it goes to track mode. So like any other modern supercars, the McLaren 720S has different driving modes for different occasions. The McLaren 720S has 3 different driving modes, which is Comfort, Sport, and Track. Comfort for your day-to-day driving, and the other 2 modes are for embarrassing other supercars. Now, because McLaren engineers are such technological geeks, like I said, everything has to be precise even to the smallest of decimal places. As for example, the variable traction control that is variable in percentage-wise, not options, percentage. Now, if the Terminator is a car, it would be the McLaren 720S, an efficient killer with no soul and no remorse. So that should conclude this week's comments. Leave a comment of what you think of this week's topic. And as always, I'm always open to any suggestions for next week's topic. And as usual, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.